How do you guard your heart with all diligence when it comes to romantic matters? And this is that counsel that I'll give it to you, and I hope you take it. Right. Now, when it comes to guarding your heart, scripture says, guard your heart with all diligence, because out of it flows out all the issues of life. And as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. So when it comes to romantic matters and when it comes to marriage and relationship, how then do you guard your heart? And this is a counsel I would like to give to you. It's something simple, right? You want to pay attention to the people you listen to and to the content that you consume. Just that simple rule will help you. Now, Philippians chapter 4 verse 8 talks about of you focusing and paying attention to everything that is pure, everything that is true, everything that is praiseworthy, everything that is godly, everything that is honorable, right? So you want to check out that scripture, Philippians chapter 4 verse 8. I hope I got it correctly. Now, you don't want to start consuming content about people who are always cheating. You want to consume content about people who are always having domestic abuse, people terrible marriages. No. You want to do the same thing that Jacob did. He put those speckled spots, he put those spots in front of the head, and those sheep produce spotted, speckled animals because of what they were saying. Oh yes, and there are these bad things that happen out there. There are these things that happen to people out there. Why can't I consider them? They are true life stories. Come on. When you talk about true life stories, I have them more than you. I'm a family and divorce lawyer, and I'm also a counseling psychologist. So it means that every day I'm getting to help people fix terrible marriages and fix terrible lives. But I'm telling you right now that you don't have to spend all your energy consuming this content. I'm a professional and I'm an expert. So every time I'm done with these cases, I detoxify so that I don't transfer the same energy to my marriage and transfer the same energy to my family. But for you, who is not a professional, who is not skilled and trained to be able to detoxify, the wisdom I want to give to you is find people around you who have great marriages, people who talk amazingly about marriages, people who talk great about their spouses, about men, about women, so that every time you think about men, you don't just think that every man is a deadbeat, every man is trash, every man is this. And every time you think about women, you don't just think that women always want to use men, women don't care about you. You don't want to be that. If I ask you a question right now, what do you think about marriage? And I ask you, what do you think about the opposite sex? If your first 5 comments are in the negative, then something is wrong. Something is terribly wrong that will negatively affect your life. I have people who are going through divorce, and I have people who have been divorced. And when you hear these people talk about marriages, they talk about it in a very beautiful way, from a beautiful light. So it's not just you not talking to a certain type of people, it's you not talking to a certain group of people who get to only talk trash about marriage and about the opposite sex. Avoid them as much as possible. Consume content about good marriages, about great marriages, about amazing marriages, and with time you'll be able to reproduce, because out of the heart flows out of the issues of life, right? You'll be able to reproduce the same things that you have always seen, the same things that you have always heard, and the things that you have been exposed to. So don't just go out there and start consuming. That's why I don't consume certain things. You just want to go out there and consume every bad news, every bad gist. I don't consume all those gists about the celebrity people marriage, the bad marriage, but I already have a lot of that on my table as a divorce lawyer. I already have a lot of that as a counseling psychologist. I already have a lot of that as a pastor, people who are coming to complain. So when I go on social media or when I go on radio programs, I want to listen to wholesome content. I want to listen to things that will better my marriages, things that will make me do better, act better, instead of being suspicious of my wife, being suspicious of people around me, and instead of me always looking out for the faults of my wife. Scripture says that you should look out for the good in people. You should look out for always think the best. When talking about love, it says love always thinks about the best of people. It always expects the best of people. And so that's how I try to see marriages. That's how I try to see my wife. And that's what I always do. That's effort I put in to be able to have a great relationship. My name is Eigbe, your favorite counseling psychologist and family lawyer. You rock.